Welcome to Legendary Upside YouTube channel. My name is Pat Corain. You find all of my content at legendaryupside.com. With me today, Neil Orfield and Davis Mattek. Guys, how's it going?
It's going great,
Going well.
man. I mean, as you guys can see from my bar here, I just couldn't be drafting anymore.
Davis back from vacation.
Back from vacation.
That was a short one.
Saturday to Thursday. It felt like a long one. I literally cannot find my fast draft in this bar. We're gonna get there.
On it now?
Oh, I am. How about that? It took me to the right one. Okay, sick.
Yeah, so Davis, I was having issues getting my screen to share. So Davis is gonna be piloting us here. But we're gonna be drafting in DraftKings $20 Best Ball Millionaire tournament. All three of us DraftKings Best Ball partners for the week. So we've been doing a ton of DraftKings content. You can check out all three of our channels if you want more good DraftKings Best Ball content. I'm probably going to do a 5-5-5 draft over the weekend as well. We'll see. Still ironing the timing.
There's like an insanely good deal. If you do the 5-5-5, you opt in your app. It's like you get it's like a huge amount of rake back if you enter into the 5-5-5 this week. Yes. I will not be in the 5-5-5, so I didn't look at exactly what it is, but it's like I want to say it's like you get like maybe like 5 tickets into the Millie Maker or something. It's really nice.
How many do you have to do to get that rake back? Do you know? I've seen some chatter of people
opt in and submit entries to earn up to 2 5-5-5 Best Ball tickets.
There you go.
One time. And I don't know how many you have to do in the first place.
Yeah.
3 times. I think you enter 3 times to earn 5 $20 Best Ball tickets. You enter 7 times to earn 15 $20 Best Ball tickets. You enter 10 times to earn 1 5-5-5 ticket. You enter 15 times to earn 2 5-5-5 tickets.
Pretty good.
Nice little promo.
Yeah, nice.
Are we hoping Barkley goes ahead so we can take Jefferson? I mean,
100%.
I assume Neil is. I don't know about.
That's what I'm
I don't know
hoping
about
for.
Kareem.
There we go.
All right, bang. There we go. Little Justin Jefferson.
I listened to Shady's Best Ball After Dark with Pete, and it was interesting hearing him. It sounded like your findings with the sidekick are like usually you want a wide receiver in the first round. Is that kind of accurate, Pat? But you guys kind of try to make sure that people are not just all in on the receivers and fading the running backs completely. So you manually adjust it a little bit. Is that accurate?
If we just removed any kind of ADP from round 1, it would be much more wide receiver heavy in the very first picks. And I think that's really related to kind of it just being a lot easier to build teams that have really strong wide receiver and running back firepower if you start with one of the elite wide receivers this year.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, Barkley, Robinson, Gibbs are all really good picks. I think they're all like worthy, early first round picks. And, the sidekick, we don't want to like, hey, sign up for the sidekick and completely fade the best running backs in football. And so the sidekick, as this has always been the case, was the case last year too. It follows ADP fairly tightly in the first round, not like all the time, but it's not just ADP, but it does have a tie to ADP that's fairly strong to make sure we're not like giving people gigantic stands they didn't really want to sign up for.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I am on the wrong mic. Thank you for mentioning that.
The PS5 controller mic. I still think you're on the wrong one. This happened to us. This happened to us the other day.
Can't you
we were recording one of the videos on my channel?
Is that how you test it?
With StreamYard. StreamYard fix your site. I can't get anything to work correctly.
Crane, what computer do you stream on? What sort of setup am I looking at?
It's a MacBook Pro. I mean, it's a good computer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, my internet is fair game, but
are the lights on your mic? I don't see lights. Might just be the glare.
They're
on the top.
It's not.
We're gonna have to have like how ETR had to pay someone to go out to Silva's house and like figure out his setup, get him internet, get him lighting. We might Legendary Upside Industries might have to send someone out.
I need that desperately, like my background and everything.
Oh, You don't need that. You just need ChatGPT. You could get set up with ChatGPT.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
that's how I
The
went.
call is coming from inside the house, though. Like Legendary Upside Industries can't really help out Pat Carrain with his technical setup. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I don't think Levitan went to Silva's house. I think they literally like hired a consultant.
yeah,
Oh,
fair.
Bowers
Ghost.
That's pain.
Yeah. Can just take McBride though. What are you guys thinking?
I'm cool with that. Could push it. And
I'm good with either. Bucky and Trey McBride, both strong picks here. McBride, obviously great in PPR. I think it switched back. I got it sorted and it switched back to my old mic.
Yeah. You're still on the wrong mic. Yeah. I can Corinne, you know what might help if you get one of these, just a lavalier mic. It's literally just a little USB. That might help. Oh damn, I was gonna say Chase Brown made it around, but I got slow rolled by the sidekick, that like 2-second latency where it doesn't remove the guy that you really want. We have Jefferson McBride. What are we thinking?
I do like Garrett Wilson. I'm also down to do the Harrison double if you guys like that.
I don't like
either of those. Fine. I don't really. I never do it. I like Garrett Wilson. Yeah,
I think the McBride Harrison double. By the way, I think you are on the correct mic input now.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, sounds good.
So my thought would be what is your path to Harrison and McBride both hitting your lineup in week 17? Not that they could totally both be good picks. That can be a 60% target share of the Arizona offense. They can divide up, 19 touchdowns amongst them. But for week 17 stuff, I'm like, man, how often are they both getting 25 PPR points in the same game? Like I might literally set the line at 0.5 for the season, minus 110 both ways.
I think you're thinking about it almost like you need Harrison to be probably the guy who goes nuts.
Yes.
And
you need McBride to be the advance rate guy.
McBride probably went nuts beforehand. Yeah. He was advance rate where he like put up 40 in one of the playoff weeks and gets you through. And then you could have it the other way where McBride goes nuts and he just gaps the tight end field and then Harrison has a solid game. But either way, you need one of them, I think, to just kind of be good, fill a spot for you. And then the other one probably needs to go nuclear. But they both have paths to that, I think. Touchdowns probably more for Harrison and just racking up catches for McBride.
All right, Crane, pull up these comments about Pearsall, because I actually did just do, before we went live, I did do a little bit of research on this, because it wasn't an injury that was unannounced. Like, this isn't like, we're stunned. But it's an injury that he should absolutely not be on the PUP for. This was a non...
I don't see the Pearsall. Oh, here we go. Okay.
This was a non-medical grade hamstring injury. Like, this was we're just giving him the rest of minicamp off hamstring thing. Like, this was not like, this is a big concern. And he's on the active PUP, which means he can be activated at any time. So maybe this will be much ado about nothing.
I also
fine.
We do need to do this public service announcement every single training camp. PUP does not mean he's starting the season on PUP.
No. Can be taken off at any time.
You can take it off at any time.
What's the point? If he can be activated at any time. Yeah.
You can bring in a camp body if you want.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't count against the active roster. Like, you could bring in Max McCaffrey if you wanted. These teams are always looking to fund, not every team, but some, and also you don't really want him out there. I mean, that really is, at the end of the day, it's like he's banged up. Yeah.
Sure.
But my thought on a 25-year-old second-year wide receiver who has had one good career game and has been shot, injured the same hamstring twice, and injured his shoulder is, maybe this is just the universe's way of telling me to pump my brakes a little bit on Ricky Pearsall. Also, I think it dramatically increases the chances that they're just like, Jennings, you want $19 million this year in void money that we can get rid of our books next year? Fine, take it. You can have 19 million this year if you agree to a huge pay cut next year, basically.
I guess have you not watched our ship chasing with Evan Silva, which you weren't able to make?
No.
He made one of the strongest pro Pearsall cases. I mean, he was breaking
He's a
down.
dog. He's a dog.
Yeah, he's breaking down his form of tackling an assailant. You know, he's like, this dude was shot wrestling the gun out of an assailant's hand. I mean, this dude is a dog. I was like, that's actually a good point. You know, he really does have the mentality that you want.
I don't know, but that's like the Puka thing. Like Puka keeps getting injured. I mean, I think this is podium JMO. You guys probably want Tet.
We do have Jefferson. I
want
never
Tet.
take JMO. I love Tet. I love Pickens. I never take JMO.
I'll let you guys overrule me if you guys want JMO here.
Game stack, baby.
I'd take JMO for the game stack.
I
never take him, but
now you guys are gonna get to experience what this feels like. You're gonna be like, wow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. I'm gonna have the fanciest 11.2 DraftKings points on
Yeah,
my
it's
roster
gonna
every
be super
week.
fancy.
Yeah. Ted might come back, which would be come on.
Oh.
Right on cue.
I like Pickens just as
Pickens
is awesome, man.
So back to the 49ers thing. This is actually where my mental model is right now. The only one who is a stone lock to be good at their price is Jennings, I think. I think Kittle has now reached a level of expense and age. He's a 31-year-old tight end who is like creeping up. He actually hasn't been picked. He went at 41 in this one. Creeping up. I mean, his ADP is getting into the high 30s, low 40s. And he's not a volume guy. Like Kittle is worse in full PPR than in half. That's an argument, Corain, that I made to you guys when we were doing our main event. So I was like, I do not want Kittle in a format that actually like kind of doesn't reward what he does. The best format for Kittle is half PPR. You know, Kittle has had multiple games in his career. This is a crazy stat. He's had multiple games in his career where he's had equivalent numbers of touchdowns and receptions, and the number is greater than 1. So that was a confusing way to say that, but it means he's had multiple games with 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 3 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Which is obviously good, but not as good in a site that rewards the catch as 1/6 is valuable as a touchdown, right?
But last year it was a little bit different, and you did obviously you have Debo falling off, you had Ayuk getting hurt, but he had a decent amount. He had 3 games with 8+ targets. It looks like he had a game with 8+ receptions. He had a 12 target game in one of those. Another game with 7 receptions. So it was a little bit more PPR friendly. I do generally agree. I mean, he's more of a spike week yak guy. It's funny that you're calling him kind of a touchdown guy because like 4 or 5 years ago, he was the Trey McBride where he doesn't score. Kittle does everything but score touchdowns. And then he goes 7, 11, 7, 8 after peaking at 5 before that.
Yeah. But I guess assuming that Jennings is able to get a contract thing done, I don't know, within a week or something, my level of concern on Jennings is like somehow less, despite nothing really happening with him.
Oh, it's basically non-existent right now. It's like something I'm kind of keeping an eye on. But
there's like a little bit of 1-year wonder, Travis Fulgham.
Sure.
Oh, that's true, but that's not related to
the contract. Is not the concern. It's
contract. I have no concern. I mean, I'm assigning like, I don't know, 13% Travis Fulgham.
Well, what's your concern with Terry McLaurin contract?
0. He doesn't really have any. He just doesn't have any options. I don't think.
I'm like, I'm not super concerned there, but I'm like a little bit more concerned there.
He seemed really disgruntled, just like the quotes, the little clip. He seemed like he's not happy.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to take it back because this is his absolute last chance to get paid.
Yeah, he turns 30 this year.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I take it back.
I'd be down to take Jennings here.
I would too.
I think we should take Swift for.
I think we could push the running back.
Okay.
We could end up with like Pacheco or
Yeah,
you know,
Pacheco, I like, obviously.
Pollard, like, it doesn't really matter.
For some
Jones.
reason, I thought McLaurin had another year on his deal, but it's actually a fake void year. The NFL is so funny. It's a totally fake year. I actually think there's a decent chance, that he's just like, you got to give me a new deal, or I'm not playing.
Yeah, it's a little bit worrisome. Okay, Swift and Pacheco both go.
Jones
Don't
is there
love it.
though.
Caleb Johnson.
Sure,
It's Caleb.
I would do Johnson.
I think Caleb Johnson. I just think Caleb Johnson is a better pick.
Okay. I do take Aaron Jones ahead of Jordan Mason on DraftKings because of the full PPR. I've made the argument that Jordan Mason maybe could flip him on half PPR sites, but I think with the full PPR, I kind of like Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I think he's fine there, and we also have the game stack thing, so I think he's probably who I would have taken there. But I don't mind Caleb Johnson at all. I mean,
yeah, me neither.
This is the lazy Jaydon Blue storyline is absolutely right up Crane's alley. I don't know if Neil is a Jaydon Blue guy, but Crane has just been waiting for this.
I wasn't really in on him that much.
I mean, I would probably have a hard time sustaining motivation as well if I was Javonte Turpin's backup.
That's good. I mean, what about Miles Sanders though? Fully motivated, right? He needs to stay ahead of Javonte.
He better be. If Sanders isn't motivated, I don't know.
Yeah, we're screwed. Anybody who's using the sidekick.
Yeah, the sidekick likes some Miles Sanders. Honestly, I think I might like Miles Sanders more than the sidekick. I IKB 2 Miles Sanders.
I don't IKB. I sometimes IKB off him, and I still think I have 32% or something.
Yeah, it's like, especially in DraftKings, he just won't rise. I don't know when.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, though, during training camp, he will. If he continues to be like I don't even know if he's the 1B. He's like in a rotation with Javonte, and seemingly getting an even split. That was the reports pre-training camp. If that continues, like, how does he not stop being completely free? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. You'd think this would be the time that he would move up, and Blue is going to move down. I speculated that there's a possibility that he could flip Jaydon Blue at this point, because Blue's already been moving down a little bit. If we keep getting reports like this, I think he can move up to like 160-ish.
If Blue were to be the cheapest, then I would take Blue.
He's if big fantasy football has their way, Jaydon Blue's heading to the 180s.
What is more big fantasy football than just fudding Jaydon Blue until he gets to the 180s and then touting him?
Yeah, right.
I can't believe it. Look,
that's actually like right out of the Leone playbook. Like, I don't hate players, I just hate prices. You know.
It's also true though, right? Like,
well, of course it's true. That's why Leone wins all the time, because he's just price sensitive. You know.
Yep.
It's like some of us were, like, what, if you got to take Sky Moore in the 6th round, you got to take him in the 6th round. It's like, it's the way.
Davis, this guy does seem like he's seeing the future here. You have 8% of everyone, 40% of Blue, and then the Chiefs nuke.
No, I'm legit backing off of Blue. There's enough.
Okay. All right. Wow.
There's enough smoke to Jaydon Blue is just not that big a part of the team's plans. And enough smoke for, well, shit, maybe Miles Sanders is just going to start.
Yeah.
That it would be irresponsible to continue hammering Blue while Sanders is cheaper. So I will remain price sensitive on that.
Look at that.
The one thing I'm not going to do, is turn myself into a Javonte Williams slappy.
No, I am not.
That I'm not going to do.
Yeah. I'm not doing that either.
I saw him go 101.
I
saw him go 101 today. Not the 1.1, the 101st pick.
Oh, okay.
Of the draft.
Yeah, that is an important distinction.
That is an important distinction. But I was just like, I can't see this. This is why the left side of the board, for zero running back teams can be so brutal, because if you miss on Pollard, it's Jover for you.
Tracy, top of sidekick, I think it'd be fine. We could push it and grab Justin Fields. We could take Mason too if you want to build on that.
I like
Vikings
that
thing.
I'm all about Jordan Mason, but I'd also be fine with.
I think Mason is probably negative EV to neutral on.
Didn't you just do a video on him?
DraftKings. I like Jordan Mason well, first off, where do you think he goes in like sleeper leagues? Like he's like for your home league, you're gonna be able to get him in the 11th round.
Oh,
But
easily, maybe even later.
But the other thing is like in half PPR perfectly rewards his skill set.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like Jordan Mason was not a pass catcher in San Francisco, wasn't a pass catcher in college.
He won't be a pass catcher. Yeah,
he's a grinder, which is not to say that like if he scores 11 touchdowns, like obviously he's fine. But if you're just thinking like Aaron Jones stays healthy, Jordan Mason stays healthy, Aaron Jones is the way better fit.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, for full PPR.
I mean, Jordan Mason, like I do, God forbid, man, but he could just be Blake Corum, right? It could be, oh, dude, he's gonna have this role.
No. 0%, man. 0%.
Yeah,
definitely not zero. Definitely not zero.
Very close to 0%, I think. Like just the way the coaches talk about him, the fact that they traded a draft pick for him, there is no way that Jordan Mason is Blake Corum, and he's an established NFL running back.
You want to grab running back?
There's just no running back who's like really worth it here. Like this is actually the bad range to be. I think we just.
I mean, Tyrone Tracy is still there.
Goff or Fields, yeah,
and Fields. I mean, yeah, that's good.
You Goff or Fields, guys?
I'm gonna do Goff because we
right.
the only reason we took.
Sorry, Neil.
The only reason we
Fields and then we go JJ on the other with our next.
Well,
pick,
we could take. He's probably not going to be there, but we can also take both of them. But I was retaining logistical or logical consistency because the only reason we took JMO was to get the game stack.
Yeah, but I wanted the game stack with my guy JJ McCarthy.
Well, maybe
this is fine. I'm not mad.
We shouldn't have taken JJ McCarthy there, and we're like 40% to be able to get him 118. What I meant by saying that Mason is Corum had nothing to do with who they are as a player, just that they ended up being the absolute stone most expensive running back too in fantasy football, and the starter stays healthy, and you just end up being tilted. That's all.
I think it's different though, in that I don't think there's ever going to be a point in the season where he's like the clear, like way behind Aaron Jones, where Aaron Jones is getting all of the work. Because I think Aaron Jones, they used him as a bell cow last year. It didn't work out. They tried to bring in like Cam Akers, like they wanted to give Cam Akers a lot of work, and he like wasn't good, so they still had to keep using Aaron Jones. But I think the team really wants to have a 1A 1B situation. Aaron Jones is really bad at the goal line. Like I just don't think it's the same situation.
No, I think you're obviously right, but it's just like that was like I did this show with Hayden last week, and he just has all this data that like basically like the running back 26 is like the worst pick every year. Like the just like basically the most expensive running back twos are projected so much worse than the wide receivers, quarterbacks, and tight ends that go around them.
Yeah, because they often are guys like Charbonnet who have big time contingent upside. And it's kind of binary. So it either hits or doesn't.
Ben Tate is always the one that rings to me. Like
sure.
Ben Tate got pulled up to be like a 7th round pick behind Arian Foster.
But who else was this is also, I find that argument kind of hard because that is where you also get league winners. Like what is Chase Brown? Chase Brown was an expensive RB2. You know, this is kind of where you can find actually some of the big hits.
I think in the end, he ended up being a cheap running back 1.
He was in the end a cheap running back 1, but only because we refused to stop taking him until we flipped the price.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously I'm saying that Jordan Mason is fine, but I'm my degree of confidence that he has this locked in 8.6 points per week role. Is lower than the market's confidence at this point.
I don't think it's locked in by any means. I do think Aaron Jones is going to get more touches, most likely, than Jordan Mason. But I do think they want to use him at the goal line. I see people in chat saying he wasn't good inside the 5 last year. I'm not that concerned about a very, very small sample size where the team is telling you they want to use him.
His success rate was also awesome. Like he does what you would like. He's a good runner. He's a really consistent runner. He's a bigger back. He's kind of the pounder back. Like he's their goal line back. They've said repeatedly, like whatever his success rate specifically inside the 5 was last year, I don't really care. Is he going to get those carries is really the big thing.
Yeah.
Which he probably will.
That's what they keep saying.
Lose the job.
It sounds like they traded for him specifically for that, at least as part of the package, part of the reason they wanted him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could lose the job.
All right, so we got Purdy and McCarthy here at the top of the sidekick. We don't have too much in the way of running backs here. Right? What are we even looking at running back?
I mean, I think we just take McCarthy.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I don't really care about the two quarterbacks in the same week 17 game thing.
I don't either.
It's a very micro thing. Yeah.
It's like a marginal thing.
I don't even think it's bad. I don't really understand the argument that it's bad. Like if the game goes off, I know you only have 2 outs, but like if we're building a big game stack with Jefferson and Jameson and Mason and Goff, like we're betting on that game to go nuts. So it's like we have, I don't know. We only have one quarterback spot to fill. So
we got confirmation from the computer. Shady says it's a nothing.
Shady says it's a nothing.
Yeah. I don't know who like came up with this idea. It's something that I can kind of see the reasoning of like you give yourself multiple outs to a different game going off.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, it's like we're already building in a pretty big game stack here with the Vikings.
The whole team is dependent on that game going off in week 17. So why not? To me, it's almost like a plus. Like we're furthering that. Right. Like we're dead if it doesn't go off. So why not invest in the game a little more if it makes sense normally to invest in that guy? We want correlation. We want correlated players everywhere except.
Well, it's more that it's like I buy it in the sense that yes, all things being equal, I would prefer to have like, I don't know, 4 shots at a game stack.
Sure.
But in this specific case, all right, we have a 2-2-5-1. I mean, I do think Ramondre makes a little.
Ramondre does make sense.
Rashad White.
I'm Ramondre over White.
I'm Ramondre also.
It's not a very fun click to make.
I don't hate it.
I think
I'm okay with
Ramondre is
Ramondre.
a pretty good click for this team with the Caleb Johnson. Like Caleb Johnson gives you some upside. But Ramondre, he's going to have a legitimate role early in the season.
Sure. He just was like so bad last year that it's like Rashad White, by the way, I was doing a little bit of game log watching earlier today. Way better than I remembered because in my memory.
So were you doing real watching or just the game logs?
No, I was literally just looking at his game logs.
Yeah. So if you put on the actual games, you would have felt differently.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to watch your fantasy points get accrued. You can just watch them show up on their little screen. Ramondre was like, and maybe it was the offensive line, maybe it was all that stuff, and the offense was bad, and he had the fumble stuff. But like Crane, I'll never forget that he was supposed to be benched, and then they forgot to bench him.
Yeah, they forgot. They forgot to bench him. I don't even know if like Mayo. I still have no idea what happened there because he seemed like maybe he forgot or like maybe he never really intended to, but sort of wanted to act like he was going to bench him. I really don't.
I thought they gave some excuse after the game. I forget what it was, but I feel like they did like make some statement that was kind of an excuse for like he showed up ready to play. I don't know. I can't remember what it was exactly.
I just don't trust anything. It was just
me neither. Yeah.
The whole it was in disarray there. It was outrageous. I think Ramondre, yeah, he wasn't good last year, but the whole offense was such a disaster. And he's more of like, you know, if you're talking about like what type of running back Ramondre is, he's kind of in like the Josh Jacobs mold. You know,
he's gonna go. He's gonna go as the ship goes.
He's gonna go as the ship goes. He's not driving anything. He's just like he's like a Kyron Williams or Chase Brown. Like he's just like a function of whatever offense he's on, and you're hoping he can consolidate touches. Now he won't be the whole backfield this year because Travion Henderson eventually I think just takes over. But early in the season, I think he could be helpful.
And he'll probably have a role for the full season, I would guess.
Yeah. Travion is a better player. Don't get me wrong there. I think Travion takes this backfield over by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I forgot that they forgot to bench him.
I do wonder if that is one that the Slappies look back on in the end and they're like, I guess Travion really was just a third down back or whatever. Like, I think it's pretty slight, but
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I guess how McDaniels has kind of been a champion of the bifurcated roles at running back. Like,
he has.
Forever, for always.
Yep. What if he's like LeGarrette Blount.
What
Well,
if he
I was
doesn't
going.
fumble?
I was going Stephen Ridley, Shane Vereen, where
Sure.
their touch distributions were a little bit closer because Vereen was so much better than Ridley, but Ridley
Yeah.
did still get a lot of that.
Ridley got a
lot of
bunch.
that. He got a bunch. Yeah, got a bunch of that. That
Tootin'
grinding
goes.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, well, hey, Jaydon Blue's there for us.
Samson.
I think we just got to take. Oh yeah, no, let's take Samson.
Yeah.
Just enough steam there that you moved him up in the rankings, it appears.
I moved him up to
Yeah.
135, so this is actually
I mean,
a smidgen of ADP.
We're not
value
messing
for me.
around anymore. He's a really strong pick.
Judkin's just like he's working on his legal matter right now, and that's all the Browns care about. I say, okay, that's kind of concerning for Judkins. What did you guys move up Jerome Ford also?
A bit, but not nearly as much.
I moved him to 170. I had him unranked or I had him at like 235 on Underdog.
Yeah.
Like at half PPR. So I moved him up to a draftable range there.
Me too. Burden.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Quentin Johnston is I've drafted so little Quentin Johnston, and I'm starting to think I might.
I would take QJ. I also like Ertz here.
What about Benson?
I like Benson. Benson's fun. Let's do that. That correlates. We have the Arizona stuff. We have McBride. They're probably slightly more pass heavy if James Conner is out and Benson is in.
Yeah.
What do you guys do with
how many
Hollywood?
receivers do we have? QJ wide receiver 6 is fine too, but
2-5-5-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown is there. I kind of thought Hollywood was gonna move up more than he has. Feels like nobody's really super excited about Hollywood benefiting from Rashee Rice suspension.
No, I just don't. I think these tournaments are so built on the end of season production. Yeah. And then with Hollywood, like I'm not that confident he's going to actually produce. Like he'll be, if we're in like points per route league, you know, he just spiked up a ton, but is he actually gonna be able to earn targets? Like Worthy, you know, and Kelsey strike me as the two big beneficiaries for target earning early on, because I expect the offense to be more built around them. And then at the end of the year, like Brown is still in the exact same situation that he was. The
issue is it doesn't matter for Kelsey. It doesn't matter. I actually think it might be
Kelsey. It definitely matters.
Well, the thing is with Kelsey, listen, hear me out. Follow me down this path. Might be minorly bearish for Kelsey if they actually have to rely on him the first 6 weeks of the season or month of the season. When you get to the money weeks, Rashi's healthy, he's good to go.
You're wearing down.
And Kelsey is running 62% of the routes, just getting ready.
They burn him out.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good point.
They're just saying, like, actually, we needed you to win games at the beginning of the season.
Right.
We got Rashee back. We feel like Worthy's in a good role. We gave Jalen Royal some experience. Like, you can chill in December, because we've already got what we needed out of you. So just like, I did not move Hollywood or Kelsey in my rankings. I kind of just kept them where they were. I think that obviously the hugest impact is on Worthy.
I saw you moved him up a lot.
But yeah, we did too. We moved Kelsey up, but then actually revisited him kind of along those lines of like the week 17 stuff is still pretty concerning. His early season outlook, I do think, is obviously stronger when Rice is out, but not a big move up on Kelsey. Really not that much of a move up on Hollywood. I think it helps like out his floor a little bit, but he's still not. I don't know. I just don't think he's that great of a pick. People mentioned in the chat today is actually the day that I drafted my.
I was just about to ask that.
7/18.
Corain Day. We call this Corain Day. I saw people mentioning it in Davis's chat earlier, and I was going to ask you about it.
True.
Yeah, I did a big stream. Yeah, I didn't do the 18 guest stream like I did a couple years ago, but yeah.
Can you promise us that you won't do any other drafts today, so that if you do win on Corain Day again, it's going to be with me and Davis?
I do not promise that.
I can't think he promises that. All right, we're up.
Try.
It was worth a try. Yeah.
Eckler, Ertz, Gesicki I really love as a second tight end. Eckler goes, what do we want to do here? We have a
You
2-5-5.
could grab the falling Besh. I sometimes do that.
Ertz is the big faller.
Okay.
There's a whole,
I'd be
there's a
down.
whole, it's a whole round
Sure.
on Ertz. Yeah, King Cap drafted today too, the regular season winner Crane's year, and then
That's right.
Charlie who finished third drafted today as well.
That's crazy.
All right, we're back.
I think we just go any wide receiver here. Besh, Wandale.
Sure. DeMario.
Besh is probably the best. I mean, let's just be real.
I want to have a fight now. Besh versus Patriots. I mean, let's just have at it. I'm good with whatever. Besh sounds good.
Either, yeah.
But, I mean,
Besh
by Demario Douglas might actually come back to us.
That's true. Yeah, he honestly might, which would be very fun. Let me do a little housekeeping here for the channel. If you want to check out the Sidekick, the tool we're using to draft with, you can get a 5-day free trial, legendaryupside.com. If you're already subscribed to the normal LegUp tier, hit me up at legendaryupside@gmail.com. I'll set you up with the trial. Going to be setting up some people later this afternoon. So send in the email. I'll get you hooked up with that today. Sidekick subscribers, if you finish up the trial and actually subscribe to the Sidekick, you can get a $20 bonus ticket to this tournament. DraftKings $20 to enter $15 million Bestball Millionaire tournament. You got to enter the tournament to be eligible. You got to be a Sidekick subscriber to be eligible. Then you can fill out a form in the description below, legendaryupside.com/perks, so that I have your DraftKings username and can confirm your eligibility with your Legendary Upside email. And that's it. And those tickets, I believe, will be out early next week for people who've signed up already. So, yeah, check out all this stuff at Legendary Upside.
There you go. I'm glad we didn't let Big Pete win with Jack Bash. Although Pete has already won because he's now a 15th round pick on.
Yeah, Pete's won. I think he was going in the 130s when Pete started his war.
Because of one, it's just like it's so funny what the market chooses to latch onto when there isn't that much news. The market got one report about him being behind Dante Thornton, and it's over. Does the free trial of the Sidekick come with the Sims or no Sims?
Yes. No, it's the same. It's the Sidekick has multiple options, so you can use the mode that we launched with, or you can use the Sims driven mode. You can use custom rankings. You can use the LegUp rankings. You can use ADP to inform your player takes as well. So there's a number of different options. All of it is included in the trial. It's all just one product. So it supports alternate formats. It dials in recommendations specifically for the tournament that you're in. So this has like 1,000 person final, I think 1,021. The 555 has a much smaller final, different advance rate. The recommendations account for that as well. So what you're trying out is the full on Sidekick that everyone who has signed up for it is getting as well.
Yeah. All right. How do we want to close this one out? Positionally,
scroll up to the top so we can see the numbers we have.
We have 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 6 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Our quarterbacks are in the same game. So we might want to think about like a Geno, decide which, he's already gone. We might, all right, we are up. I do like, we could Dante Thornton double up on our Raiders, Jalen Noel, Keenan Allen.
I probably would be Noel, but Thornton's fine if you guys want to do that.
No, let's do Jalen Noel.
Noel, my highest exposed player on
hey, yes. I mean, he's such a good pick.
I mean, it's the Sidekicks' fault. To be clear, it's because the Sidekick is always recommending him. So if I don't want to think about it, it's like, all right, take Noel.
On DraftKings especially, he's a really, really strong.
He's a great pick.
Yeah.
Well, these are Neo. These are my rankings. In this, these.
You put your rankings into the Sidekick. I've been meaning to
look at that
to try that.
Yes. Oh yeah. Come on, man. I mean, I'm not going to get to the end of the year and blame Corain when I advance 7% of my teams. I'm going to do that.
That's my whole plan: is to blame Corain, blame Shady. Blame
No, I'm doing that. I'm doing that all on my own. I do not need any help drafting irresponsible amounts of the Texans' fourth wide receiver. The slot demon, man. Can't beat the slot demon, Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
I've never been so annoyed to hear a player's nickname before in my entire life. Just truly the most abhorrent thing I've ever heard. The slot demon. All right, we're up. Probably a running back here, or actually just our third quarterback. Whichever one, Richardson, Shuck, or Dart.
Do we have any?
I'm probably running back.
Yeah, we could probably just take a quarterback later.
Hunter, Giddens.
Sure. Either.
Well, let's see. We waited too long and we got rewarded with Darren.
Davis, there's this star. I believe you once called it the star method. You actually cue the players.
My fingers are not as nimble on DraftKings. There's a couple more clicks in between. I'm not as practiced. Yeah, I can't. I'm not. I need to be more nimble. I mean, Darren Waller at 190. I think famously 195 is where we took him actually in the FFPC main event. Corain, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, tight end 3 on this team is okay. It's not the worst timeout I've ever seen. It's better than when Pete had his internet crash and we timed out on Jonnu Smith 10 minutes after he was traded to the 10 minutes after the trade. We got the worst ADP on Jonnu Smith of people who knew he was traded.
People still do it on DraftKings though. People still I see him taken at 131 on DraftKings regularly. And I guess that was 110 wherever you got him.
I think it was 110. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
We got Evan Silva to say slot demon yesterday.
For the intro.
I mean, we do when we redo the intro, that needs to be in it.
Yeah,
it definitely needs to be in it. Slot demon.
If Keenan Allen signs with the Chargers, where do you rank him?
Didn't you see my report that he is signing with the Chargers?
There was also an Adam Scheffler.
I saw the Adam Schefter fake report. Where did you report this?
I reported that he was signing with the Chargers, and he was signing a 1-day deal and immediately retiring.
Oh, I did see that. Okay, yeah.
That was very good. That was very clever. I mean, it feels like
someone responded. One of the responses was, "Hey man, you're on the clock in Scott Fishbowl. Quit messing around on Twitter, please.
You should have taken Keenan Allen.
Oh, that's honestly great.
That would have been a good bit.
I wish I did.
It's really nice in the Scott Fishbowl. I picked on the turn, so I could just jam my picks out real quick. I didn't take a wide receiver until the 11th round or something. Just went full high T.
I was not selected for the Scott Fishbowl, so this is kind of a hurtful conversation. A million people tell me you're 100% going to get in. There's zero chance that you're not going to get in Scott Fishbowl. Just sign up. So I was like, all right, screw it, I'll do it. I signed up.
I bet you missed your invite. I bet it's in your email somewhere and you missed it.
It's possible. I have not looked that hard for it.
Yeah, I would almost certainly guess.
I feel bad if that's true, but I did search my email for it. It was Scott Fishbowl because other people are getting theirs.
Did you search your spam folder or trash folder?
That wouldn't that show up? Just searching Scott Fishbowl, SFB, whatever.
It's only going to show your your main inbox on Gmail.
Hopefully I didn't get in and then miss my draft. I would feel bad.
Well, they would have replaced you.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have been a big deal, but yeah, I would say that is a decent favorite to have been the thing that happened.
All right. I'll look.
I never really check my spam, but I did once check it when I was just out of college, and in it was an informal acceptance to the grad program that I ended up attending. It was in my spam, and I had I didn't get anything because it's a guy. I think I transferred. I got accepted officially to a program, and I transferred within the school, and I was waiting to hear, and it just went to my spam. So that was a life-changing spam check. It's nice to check your spam every once in a while. It might be something important in there.
That's crazy. But you did get in.
All right,
Anyway.
we
I
didn't
get it,
get
yeah,
any. We
yeah.
didn't
Wait,
get.
check
We
it.
didn't get any of the quarterbacks.
Jarquez Hunter looks good. Brashard Smith also looks good.
All right, we only have 2 quarterbacks though, and they're in the same game.
It's all right.
I don't
JJ's
care. I
gonna
think
be
it's
amazing.
good. Yeah, it's good. We have Justin Jefferson.
This team
And
would have been a
Jameson Williams, like,
lot
we
better
need-
with
we need
Tyler
that
Shuck
game.
on it. That's all I'm saying, dude.
No. I disagree.
Big dude. He's got a golden retriever named Murphy.
I did not know that. All right, that
Oh,
does change
yeah.
things a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys both have you guys both have dogs? Are they both named
Yeah,
Murphy?
named Murphy.
That's right.
They're
Oh,
both named
after
Murphy.
Liam Murphy. That's right. That's
After
right.
Liam.
Okay.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
Liam. Yeah.
All right. Could have used Tyler Shuck.
I think we
Did
go
I-
Isaac.
I'm trying to
Isaac,
think.
we got to take Tesla here for the game stack. Tesla or Felton.
Felton.
I'm probably Tesla.
Oh, fine.
I don't think don't take Felton. Oh, come on.
No, it's too late, dude. Click the button.
He's behind Naylor.
Oh, come
No,
yeah.
he's not.
Justin
They're saying
Jefferson
that.
was behind Olabisi Johnson, brother.
Oh yeah, Justin Jefferson was behind Olabisi Johnson. Therefore, Ty Felton. We don't even need to worry what his depth chart's
No,
gonna do.
Corinne, I've already solved this. The battle of public perception with Tay Felton is that he was the last pick of the 3rd round. You were already asleep. You were hanging out with your daughter. You were doing something else. You didn't realize he was a 3rd round pick.
I did. I know he's a 3rd round pick.
No, in your mind, he's Chimere DK, same guy.
He under 14% drafted through June 27th. Ty Felton.
Yeah. There's a reason for that.
Because people don't understand that he's a 3rd round draft pick because they fell asleep before the end of the 3rd round, just like Davis is saying.
Just like Davis is saying. Now, I kind of feel like Davis might be projecting there as a man who famously goes to sleep early.
I didn't even make it to the end of the 2nd round, dude. I got
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, you know what was the 3rd round pick? Trey Tucker. Right? Is that
I think
Sidekick seems
about
to think he's
Trey
really
Tucker?
good.
Yeah.
I
that's
want
true.
to say that's not true about Trey Tucker, but I need to fact check myself. I
Fact
want to
check
say
me.
I am
Fact
fact
check
checking
me.
you. He was, and you know what? He was the last pick of the 3rd round. As well.
Oh.
Would
Yeah,
that be a
Davis.
terrible
You know why
outcome
you don't know that,
if he
Davis?
is Trey Tucker?
Do you know why
No,
you don't realize that?
it would be a huge win. It'd be
You
a
know why I
huge
don't
win
know?
if he was Trey because he was the last pick of the 3rd round.
Because you fell
Back-
asleep.
100%.
Mac Nova said the only reason we remember he was a 3rd round pick is because I've reminded you all 35 times, which is it's I'm the thing that I've kind of got in the fantasy space is I have good rote memorization of really bad and dumb facts and figures. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I would rather just take Trey Tucker, or like we now have some evidence is good and was also the last pick of a 3rd.
Well, we have the
round,
quarterback. We have JJ.
That's true. That's true. I'd still rather take Isaac Tesla.
All right, fair.
I mean,
I did not
Isaac-
realize how early Isaac Tesla was drafted. Like, why
Yeah, man.
is he not moving up draft boards more?
Because he had 29 receptions his final season at Arkansas. And you might say, oh, well, he must have been in a low volume offense running quarterback. Nope. Undrafted free agent Andrew Armstrong, who is an undrafted free agent for the Dolphins, had 72 receptions and like 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. And Tesla had like 380 yards and 2 touchdowns or something.
Why did they take him so early?
The Lions love to do shit like that, and they love to smell their own farts. They're like, we traded up for Gibbs, and you said
They
we
do.
were dumb. We traded
They
up for
do.
JMO, you said we were dumb. We traded up for this inside linebacker, you said we were dumb. And then, like, of course, you get the breathless NFL.com articles about they don't care about the math. They get their guys, which sounds great when the guys turn out. Then
Yeah.
guess what? You go on a 2-year run of Saints level hit rates on draft picks, and all of a sudden you're 4th in the NFC North again, real quick.
They do have a good hit rate though.
They traded up for a guard as well, right? Didn't they?
This year?
Some offensive
remember.
linemen.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like the hit rates for these teams rarely consistently outdraft one another. So if you just like spend, first of all, if you spend your hits on positions that don't contribute as much value to the other, if you're spending your high value draft capital on low value positions, then you're setting yourself up to be behind the 8 ball. because you got to go find the high value positions in free agency, which is very difficult. But then also, like, if you're reaching on guys because you're so much better at predicting NFL players than the rest of the NFL, like you're not. So you're just going to end up over time, you're going to end up burning yourself. At the same time, Isaac Tesla's going to get run this year. So I'm okay, tacking him onto a build like this.
Yeah.
We could do both.
All right.
Could
What's our final click in our 2-6-8-3 build? It's not going to be a third quarterback unless you guys really want Joe Flacco.
No.
What's
No
the
quarterback.
what's the move?
Sidekick thinks running back. Always happy with that. Ja'Cory Krusty-Merritt.
Jordan
Okay.
James. Jordan James
Yeah.
would be my guy.
Sure.
I'm down.
Dude, didn't you know Dane Brugler had him as running back 7 on his big board?
Jordan James. Wow.
That's
Yeah.
actually true.
Brugler was
Yeah.
a big Jordan James guy.
Yeah. I mean, he probably is like a totally fine running back, but I just am on board with if you don't get McCaffrey, you take Guerendo. You don't get Guerendo. Take like your exposures of Guerendo and Jordan James should equal like 80%.
It's a high number.
Really? That's where you're at?
I mean, no, but like
Can we get into-
theoretically.
I'm obviously lying to some extent. Yeah.
I'm obviously lying to some extent. I don't think that much of those guys.
I mean, I think I actually have taken Jordan James every 20th round pick that I've done today.
Okay.
For whatever that is. It's just like 20th round, dude. That got like, he's going after Luke McCaffrey. He's probably the running back 3 on the 49ers. Like if you had to bet today, you'd say that is most likely the case. All right. Justin Jefferson, Trey McBride, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, George Pickens, Juwan Jennings. Any regrets on not taking a running back here? Maybe
No.
we should have taken maybe
Yeah,
Travion
I'll do it.
Henderson at 51, Caleb Johnson, Jordan
Maybe.
Mason, Goof, McCarthy, Ramondre. Samson, I think, was a very good pick. Benson, I think, was strong. Ertz, Besh, Knoll. Waller should have been Tyler Shuck. Brashard Smith, Ty Felton, Jordan James. That's really, honestly, that's the only one I take back would be that.
I think we should have
17th
taken
round-
Tesla because that's who. Oh, no, we had McCarthy. My bad.
We have both.
We did
yeah.
get McCarthy. I wanted the guy paired with a quarterback, but I forgot we got McCarthy later, so that's fine.
Yeah, we had both of them.
I'm a Vikings homer. You just allowed me to be a homer and take Felton instead of Tesla with our late
Okay.
likely 0.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I mean, I actually I actually think the Waller versus Shuck, or just like, I mean, that was a timeout pick. So put whoever you want in your mind, put Darius Slayton, Theo Johnson, Tyler Lockett there, whatever. That actually does, I think, meaningfully shift the EV of a team. And it's why, like, if you've decided you want a third quarterback and you're in particular, the Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson, Tyler Shuck, Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart tier, just take them. Round 16, round 17, whatever, because you're just so annoyed if you don't get any of them. And you end up with the 2 quarterback team and you're like, well, I wanted this to be a 3 quarterback team. Like the 2v2 of whoever you guys wanted there versus Brashard Smith.
Sure.
The 2v2 of, I don't know, whatever the fuck you wanted.
Well, I didn't want anyone. I didn't really have a strong opinion. I got outvoted.
Is it the Jalen Knoll line? Like after Jalen Knoll, after you get your Jalen Knoll, go for a quarterback, go for your third quarterback.
Honestly, yes. Look at these losers.
That is kind of the line, yeah.
After Knoll. Mason Taylor, Kareem Hunt, Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, Darren Waller, Tank Dell, Raheem Mostert, Richardson, Keenan Allen, Dart, De'Ami Brown, Dalton Schultz, Dante Thornton, Dawson Knox. These are at best fancy zeros and probably just boring zeros. Like, so you just take the quarterback because even a shitty quarterback pick is going to project to add more points to your roster than, like, if you want to make the argument, you're just trying to take these handcuff running backs because their range of outcomes, like Blake Corum shouldn't go at 205. Obviously, like, he's a good pick. And if that's what your team needed structurally, and maybe you could argue our team did structurally need the running back a little bit more, but
look at the team that ends up with Shuck. They took Tank Dell first. Tank Dell probably doesn't play a snap.
Well, you just have to, like, everything in DraftKings, you just have to, like, know that, like, people are doing weird stuff.
For sure. But to your point about like there's been a bunch of zeros off the board before this guy who's going to start almost every game for the Saints this year, probably.
Yeah.
Tank Dell would be a pretty good example of that. I mean,
Yeah.
he really might not play at all.
An actual zero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only we knew who to blame for the 3 quarterback. We're all trying to find the guy who did this, Corinne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not me. It's Shady. Blame Shady. He did the math.
Yeah.
Fair.
I have quarterbacks ranked ahead of ADP. Every quarterback, all 30 whatever of them on Underdog and DraftKings now because of you guys. Because I want people are using my rankings to just be like, all right, I'm getting my quarterbacks, which leads to like funny stuff like Matt Stafford in the 13th round or whatever.
I mean, you don't have to jack up the quarterbacks because we're, the Sims are like, hey, quarterback, sick.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they're keeping track of what's left. So once the quarterbacks start going, they're going to.
Right, but I think most of the people who subscribe to my stuff probably don't have the sidekick.
Don't use this.
Oh yeah, right.
I guess
I hear
it's
what
like 20% of them do, 80% of them don't, and a lot of people also draft on their phones.
Yeah, that's true.
Where you? I mean, I would say 30% of my drafts are on stream, and then the rest of them are on my phone.
Speaking of quarterback mania,
Firefox mostly.
I did a draft on the stream yesterday where somebody took Jared Goff at 102 and Dak in the second round. I was trying to figure out how that happens, like with those specific quarterbacks, like even if you think that it's super flex or something, and I could not.
I don't know, man. That is wild.
Yeah. Favorite players? Who knows?
Anything else jump out from training camp for you guys? Any other little nuggets before we get out of here?
I mean, I think the Ricky Pearsall thing is the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest.
Yeah.
I think someone mentioned Burden signed. Is that right? Yeah, Burden signed. So that's good.
Fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah. Nice little note.
Trey Harris signed. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
But very happy about that.
I bet he did, man. I bet he saw Michael and he said, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he probably thought, oh God, they're gonna sign Keenan unless I get this deal done.
Right. Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Another just again, because what's the Pearsall thing? OG's pup. It's just the training camp pup. He's not on like the real pup. Like doesn't mean he's starting the season on pup. No need to freak out. We're gonna see lots of pup. It doesn't mean what it will mean later. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Did the whole sidekick spiel earlier, but I'll just mention quickly, we got a 5-day free trial going. We got a $20 bonus ticket if you enter the DraftKings Bestball Millionaire and our sidekick subscriber. Details in the description. Existing subscribers, hit me up at legendaryupside@gmail.com if you want to check out the trial. We'll be back here pretty soon. I'm going to be doing some stuff, a Legendary Sickos with Eric Beinfor. Might also do a high stakes draft as well. And I'll be streaming next week as well. And check out everything Davis and Neil have going on. Like me, they're DraftKings partners for DraftKings Best Ball Week. Guys, do anything else you want to shout out?
Tomorrow at Neil. 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, I have a video premiering. It's the Travis Hunter video.
Very nice.
So the big hope that one does well. I just put the link to it in the description. If you set a little notification for it, you can check that. But we're doing the Travis Hunter discourse.
Love it. I'm streaming tonight.
By the way, sorry.
Just
streaming tonight. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to be streaming all weekend, but yeah, tonight with Justin Steele of the Chicago Cubs, Fantasy Guru Drew, and Derek Brown, Debro. We're going to be streaming at 10 Eastern on my channel.
Hell yeah! People were talking about how much wilder it gets at night on DraftKings. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'll also mention I have an article coming out, probably publish it tomorrow morning at this point. Someone asked earlier in the chat if 38% Bashal Tootin was too much on DK. I'm higher than that.
Not enough, brother.
Not enough. And Tootin is one of it's 5 rookies that I'm just drafting the crap out of on DraftKings is the premise of the article. Tootin being the first one I cover. Luther Burden also being the cover boy of that article. But look for that and lots more content coming for you in the days ahead. Good luck.